Most people feel stuck in their sin, and if that's you, let me show you exactly how to break out. So the first thing to understand is the cycle of sin. So what is it? So of course you sin, you mess up, you do bad, and then you start to feel shameful, you start to feel bad, which causes you to hide and pull away from God. And then eventually, after some time passes, you might feel a little bit better, you might think more positively, and then the same temptation comes and you fall into sin again and again and again, and it's a repetitive cycle that you can't break out of. Why does your willpower fail? Because you're fighting from the wrong identity. Your sin says you're defined by failures, past, and weakness, so you keep thinking about your previous falls, and you keep falling because you're thinking about your previous falls. Now, who does God say you are? God says you're a new creation, you're chosen, and you're redeemed. Ephesians 1, verses 4 to 5. So what is this big difference? The big difference is the shift. You have to shift your mentality. Stop fighting sin as your identity and start fighting because your identity is in Christ. When you're in Christ, when you live for something greater than yourself, you're able to overcome your sin. Why? Because you're not called by your sin. The devil calls you by your sin. He calls you by your failures. He calls you by your mistakes. But God calls you a new creation who's chosen and redeemed. You're a child of God. So now you have the Spirit in you to overcome this sin. The Spirit in you is greater than the temptations over you because God's Spirit is stronger. 1 Corinthians 10:13. God will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. So now that we know that you're not tempted beyond that which you can bear, you can start overcoming these sins because they're not greater than you. God's Spirit in you is greater than the sin and allows you to overcome this temptation.